Morning. Am I in focus? Yeah. Hey. Sorry. Hey, Crash Screen, Silent Bob, Visk, G, Rub My Bum, Kev, Haley, Egg, Shiny Baron. Hey, thanks, Jubanicus. I feel like we did this yesterday. Hey, Malaki C. What happened in yesterday's stream? My memory is completely, like, it just disappears the day after. We talked a lot about school yesterday, Crash Screen. Some good school stories. I was telling, I wish I could remember which one of you it was. I was telling my girlfriend yesterday about the story that one of you told about how the whole class pretended that their PE teacher was invisible and you made the PE teacher cry. It got a big laugh. Kids are dicks, man. Oh yeah. No, we talked about nonsense in schools. A really bad hay fever this morning, I'm sorry. Oh, Big Chris, that's the game. I don't know why it's like that. The title screen music is... So sorry about that.
Previously during the investigation.
It should be better now.
Thomas, did you see Nick here? No. When I got here, he was already like this.
What are you doing? Get out of the way! I'll do it!
George, stay back. She's trying to speak.
No! It couldn't be! Nick! Oh, please, no!
You got us good this time, Zach.
Yeah, it's just the menu. I don't know why the menu's like that. Ah, yes. I just want you all to look at my face. Eat onion. I ate the onion yesterday. Oh, there's probably another onion. Oh, can I turn the lights on? I love how York is just fine with all this. No more bullets. Ew. Oh god, she's back. This is what you this is what you missed yesterday, Crush. More of this. A Vader big purple fart. That was her deed. Heat. In the heat. God. They get this stinky agent notification as well. Get away from me, you! I love how he's in the middle of being attacked. I better have something to eat. Time for an onion. Wait, I've not got any. No, there it is. There it is. There we go. You stuffed your face. It's onion time. York standing in the hell zone eating an onion like it's an apple. Uh-oh, guess there's gonna be a runaway. Not even peeling it yet. Morning, Owen. Oh! Why does this keep happening? Right, she's getting the Rambo treatment. Oh, she's no deed. Are you kidding me? What if I just knock her off the wall with a golf club? Right. Okay. Oh, away you go. How is this happening still? She takes about 80 bullets. Oh, no. Get it off. If this is going to just keep happening to me. First aid kit, that's good. Oh god. Back to the classics. Oh, thank God. Butter. What a thrill. It's got a lot to save here. What's the shave do? I never understood what the shave does. I don't know what you're singing that to the tune of, but that's pretty good, Gary. I don't think anyone's ever called me Big Morgs in my life. Oh, it's your own composition, good. Morning, yeah, I'm just having a wee morning cup of soup. No, it's a cup of tea. The FBI don't care about locks. Oh. Sorry. I'm laughing at Owen's comment. The Morgue Collective. Oh, I don't know if I like this.
Nick.
The flies are back. He must do some amount of sweating or something.
Huh?
Oh no. The flies. Oh my god.
Agent Morgan, where are you? Answer me! Come on, open up!
You've been in there for 12 hours. You smelly bastard. Top down view of the flies, excellent.
Diane?
George, call for assistance with the body.
Wait! She's still alive.
She's dying. She's dying. She's... I don't know.
Don't move. Don't move your hands and stay still.
George, it's no good. It won't budge.
Quick, cut some wires.
Stand back.
Here comes George to save the fucking day again. George, that's a very expensive piece of art. Oh my god.
George, there's not enough time.
I hope he saves her. For the love of God, I hope he saves her.
George, catch us!
Catch me, George. What? This is when I miss a QTE, innit? Right onto the marble floor. Splat. George is dead. Oh, thank God for that.
Thomas, call an ambulance.
What? What?
Agent York, George, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
That was such a riding move.
I think
So imagine York running up the side of the building.
Diane looks okay too. She should be able to tell us who did this to her.
God, I hope so. But you, George, quite a catch. I'm impressed. Hmm?
George?
What's...
Diane?
Oh, yeah. What a beautiful beach. The Richie one who flew off into many directions. Combinating in sharp voices, live interrupting inspiring a truly deep eroticism in all who clear. Every woman will find herself about being penetrated by those sharp voices. This piece evokes unimaginable desire.
What is...
And yes,
I'm very uncomfortable as well.
all of these of art is a blessed masterpiece by elegant themselves.
Diane, stop.
Come closer. Beg to this beauty.
Diane!
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames.
Back off! Don't touch me!
Oh, mate. No, no, no. Come on.
Diane, no!
Emily, hurry!
For God's sake. I don't pull. Oh, I see. This is so grim. Anyway, good morning, everyone.
I requested... Thomas will need a bug, too.
And a big spatula. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I'm really sorry.
Nick, quiet.
Nick, shut up.
Can you hear that?
Hmm?
Hey.
I think he wants us to follow him. Shall we follow, Zach?
Fucking mental. This is absolutely mental. The dog is the ambulance. Dog ending, yeah. This is legitimate FBI business. Mm-hmm. Imagine immediate, like, the scene of the death, the scene of the murder. You literally watch that happen, and the lead investigating officer is off following a dog. What is it? What is it?
Zach, Willie is calling for us.
Sorry, I tried to follow the trail of blood, but... Zach, you've lost the crime. Hundred and one premonitions. It's a very suspicious dog. Dog's just taking me to a shower. Don't want to go down there.
Willie, are you out there?
Kaysen, what are you doing in there?
York, is that you? Thank God. I can't get this door open. Can you unlock it from your side?
Kaysen, stand away from the door.
Jason, what are you doing here? Uh-oh.
Where's Diane? And what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, let's just say I have my reasons, you know, private reasons. I don't really have to tell you.
Yes.
Actually, you do. Diane just died a moment ago.
What?
You're not just a key witness now. You're now a suspect. And you need to tell me exactly what you were doing here.
Well, I just came here
BDSM reasons.
to have a conversation.
And I suppose that kiss mark on your cheek.
Oh, that was the dog. I put lipstick on the dog.
This was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Which is exactly what killed Diane.
Okay. I came here to be with Diane. You happy now? We've been together before, a couple times. It's one of the reasons why I like coming to this town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up. Well, so I just took it and I drove her back here. I have a wife, you know, but we've been separated for a while. We're going through a divorce right now, and I don't want her lawyer finding out.
Kaysen, you make me sick.
Anyway, how could I kill Diane if I was in a room locked from the outside? 2 hours ago, me and Diane, we were taking it easy, drinking upstairs. We were, you know, enjoying ourselves. Then Nick had to show up. Well, then Diane had a sudden change of heart. She locked me up in here.
It's not even like hide in the cellar. I'm gonna lock you in there.
I've just been here, waiting for her to come
With the
back,
weird
of course,
fucking
but
ceiling crawling ghosts.
I heard footsteps a couple of times, but they just passed by.
She's having a crappy you, mate.
Well, then I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Willie here out through the window.
You did what?
Then you showed up instead of Diane.
Zach, Diane has become the third victim of our killer.
We're not...
And nada from questioning.
Zach, we're not doing a very good job.
Got no new leads from questioning Nick. He's taken the death of Diane really badly. In shock, the works. He claims to have liked talking with her about art. But he also had a problem with her views about men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder. They were about to head out to the bar again together. But while he was waiting for Diane, someone knocked him out cold. He has no idea who it was either. Of course, Kaysen looks like a prime suspect. But that door was locked from the outside. There was no other way in or out of that room. Which means there is no evidence of his involvement at this time. He did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room.
Morning, Palkies.
But a man's boots. And Nick was wearing boots. But now that Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement. Which is why we have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free. That seemed like the only option, at least for now.
It's probably that big lad in the cloak.
George looked terribly depressed.
Did we not see a shot of him? He's not got long hair.
This is really getting to him. He's feeling responsible for the deaths of Becky and Diane.
I wonder why.
Take his rules and confidence away from him. I wonder what's left. Well, of course, he'd still have muscle.
Oh, I've still got his weight, don't I? All he has left is Willie. No, I think that's a good point. Rub my bum. It's up for a hotel breakfast.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea.
Let's get fucking steaming.
Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Let's go for a drink. George romance options.
George, that scar on your cheek. Where did you get it?
Take a wee
This?
stretch.
Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
It's the morning. Is it morning? Are you going for a morning drink?
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak. Adults over children. Men over women.
George really opening up and
Over their victims.
York doing that. Lighting the cigarette.
I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words,
He's not even looking at him.
I'd want to pass out.
He's reading the menu.
That's
He's reading
why
the
I
drinks
didn't
list
wanna
that's
show
up
you
behind the
scars on
bar.
my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her.
Second
Went to the
cigarette.
woods to apologize to the trees.
George, what are you talking about? Have you seen biker mice from Mars?
I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work.
George's mum is the killer.
York. I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive. I could have saved them both. You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber, and I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems and not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
Right.
Since we're here, why don't you talk to a few other people? I'll just finish off my drink. Let me know before you leave, okay?
The silent bar.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
Sure it then.
I'm busy, gotta go.
What is... What is happening? Well, she's going to sing, right? Country Ham as the interval was the bit. It was good. Sing stuff. Is it slightly off key or is it just... Hey, hello Graham. I dedicate this song I Love to Kill People in a Red Coat to a visiting investigator. George, this is terrible. I think they recorded her vocals complete. She probably sang without hearing the song. 3 people clapping. Oh, that was great. Carol, you're rotten. You're gonna ask the piano player how he got those 2 black eyes. Well, that'll be that then. Just go back to George. I've questioned everyone that I thought maybe needed questioning.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Sack. Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
Fuck. The flies flying around him.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
York? Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose.
York, I brought you here
Is
to
this a problem?
No.
open up to you.
Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the 3 of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past.
I'm feeling self-conscious on York's behalf with all these flies.
Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high
Oh
school.
dear.
But I never really considered him my type. And there's the age gap thing, too. I respect him, of course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way. She could be fierce, too, scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Who's playing the piano if the piano player's drinking at the bar?
Cancer, just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Oh, Carol's playing the piano, I see. She's more suited to that, definitely. She gave me this pog slammer.
I had a good time tonight. Good night,
That is the loudest neon sign I've ever heard.
York.
Yes?
Yes.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't.
The fucking sound design in this is incredible. Galaxy of Terror is a Roger Corman film. I knew it was something. Right. I know. Slamming a bunch of drinks and then driving home. He's the policeman, it's fine.
Zach, picking up from where we left off, do you remember?
We'll never finish this conversation. Oh!
That multiple homicide of young girls in that college town in Illinois. All the victims were cut open from the throat to the crotch. Ripped right open. During the autopsy, a second stomach was found inside the first victim's body. Of course, she didn't naturally grow a second stomach. One of the stomachs belonged to someone else. As more victims piled up, there was one with 2 hearts, one with 2 livers, 4 lungs. Different organs each time.
Of course, those extra organs didn't do the girls much good, right, Zach?
And they say too much is never enough. In the end, we arrested a professor at the
I need to let him finish this fucking conversation.
They found the body of his daughter, dead, and the missing organs at his house. Do you remember what he said when we took him in? I was ordered to restore those deformed bodies back to normal. And remember who he said ordered him? An alien. Well, of course we couldn't arrest an alien, so we arrested the professor instead. Serial killers can't be caught by logic and common sense. I learned this the hard way.
Did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts?
Since then,
My brother told me this the other day.
more and more complicated.
Apparently, my brother was telling me that he's done so many Zoom pub quizzes.
Make the job easier.
And obviously if you Zoom pub quiz questions, one of the first things that comes up is how many hearts does an octopus have? Because he's had that question like 4 or 5 times. Eight arms? Holy shit. Does your brother call you Zach when he gives you this trivia? Francis York Morgan. He does this. The flies. Did you know one was psychic? Nice callback. Cool, very cool, dog. How long ago were we talking about that?
Zach, let's go over our progress.
Octopus beaks? I don't remember that conversation.
From what Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes. Do you remember what that was, Zach? That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. which means the criminal was
Right.
still close by. It was somewhere near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out,
Hold on, wait till we do this.
and one other. Zach, who was the other person in the gallery? That's right. Casey. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Casey's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship.
Oh, and you're absolutely right. We have been through this before. I just remembered. In fact,
We were in the middle of
the listing, the Wikipedia listing is still highlighted as previously looked at, so we must add to this conversation during Glasgow or something. Ugh,
That's wrong, Zach. What did Casey
oh, footsteps, we heard footsteps.
in the basement? That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw
Is he typing out his report like it's a conversation with Zach?
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
Yeah. No. I don't know. Nah.
Me too. Usher sent in a report.
York's steaming in that photo.
He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the raincoat killer. Remaining leads. There's the locket, which is in Carol's possession, the man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer.
And the dude who's been running about attacking me with an
Give
axe.
us more guidance tomorrow. Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out?
I thought it was lame.
It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
You'll have to just come in. I'm lying down.
Emily? What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
I'd love if we got a wee love scene with these flies.
My mother was a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly, and baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are
Look at
plenty
that
of
pose,
crazy
man.
things in this world. You don't
He'd be rocking if it weren't for the enormous flies.
and it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use
Sex
neural
music.
profiling to catch bad guys. So now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Do you ever get changed? Do you ever wash?
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
Oh.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago.
Good stink lines would be a good way to intensify it, Alex. Instead of just increasing the amount of flies. You missed it earlier, we had a good cloud of flies around us earlier.
I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her.
Oh, and she clearly really wants shagged.
My mother. I was so scared.
The amount of stuff you put up with.
I closed my eyes. So I don't remember.
Oh, invisible pal, aye. Cool.
But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love.
Hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
When I came back to my senses, they were both
Pit
dead.
states would be good, you're right.
He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends.
I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me
Wow, rub my bum, that's
calm.
interesting.
And here we are,
And we just like, cool, yeah.
together,
That sounds really interesting.
getting through things.
Spells.
This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this.
Did she pass?
I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
What?
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
No, see, that's the wrong thing to say.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely?
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember? Our conversation with Emily. She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you.
If that's the case, Zach, you
Imagine we just got like a really like
very serious situation.
quite intense sex scene in the middle of all of this. And we all just had to sit and watch it together.
If it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed.
Think of how awkward that would have been. That's in chapter 4. Big Mass Effect scene. The heads just banging off each other.
Out of here! Come on, please!
Clipping through the bed.
Hate it in here, Thomas.
Uh-oh.
I know you're there! Come on, please!
Someone set the prison cell to Hall.
Thomas! 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 Thomas!
Thomas's biscuit. Mate, no talking train's gonna help you now. Oh no. What? They booed me. Only 3 people clapped. Okay. That was a big cliffhanger, wasn't it? Cool. Yeah, that was a good cliffhangery ending for the stream. Hey, see you later, Crash Screen. If you're still here. Yeah, that was a good cliffhanger ending for the stream. So, but it's 10 now. So that's your lot. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope you all have a nice day. Thanks for coming along. I'm really enjoying these morning streams, so it's good. But yeah, thanks for coming, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.